In 1919, Samuel McIntyre from St. Francis County was lynched. In 1919, Frank Livingston in Union County was lynched. In 1919, Clyde Ellison in Lincoln County was lynched. Clint Braggs, 1919, Lincoln County, lynched. Alexander Wilson, Lee County, 1919, lynched. Jordan Jameson, Columbia County, in 1919 was lynched. 1920, J.W. Gibson in Phillips County was lynched. 1920, Wade Thomas, Craighead County, lynched. 1921, Henry Lau, Mississippi County, lynched. 1921, Browning Tuggle, Hempstead County, lynched. 1921, Philip Slater in Drew County, lynched. 1921, Leroy Smith in Deshay County, lynched. William Turner was lynched in 1921 in Phillips County.
Representative House, you have a...
Representative is not speaking to the bill.
I am setting context of why this star was added in 1924.
Representative House, if you would you turn your mic on?
Mr. Chairman, the representative is not speaking to the bill at this point and should be cautioned to keep his presentation confined to the merits of the bill and that's
I will continue to speak on the context. I will continue to speak on the context of why the star was added in 1924.
Just a minute, Representative Blake. Okay, thank you, Representative House.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Appreciate it. Representative Blake, just as a caution, make sure you stay on the bill.
Thank you, Chairman Tosh.
Okay, thank you.
In 1922, 6 other men were lynched between Conway and Pulaski County. In 1923, there was 2 more lynchings. And in 1925 through 1936, there were a total of 10 more lynchings in the state of Arkansas. So, to add that, I want to move into why, in 1924, the context of why this star was added. From 1922 to 1924, there was a movement in the state politics. The Ku Klux Klan became the most powerful political member of the state of Arkansas. Many members were elected into the General Assembly in 1924. According to the White Rose of Politics, the Arkansas Ku Klux Klan in 1924 through 1922. There were the 22 and 23 years marked the turning point for the Klan in Arkansas, and indeed that order of parts of the country. 1924 is known as the climax of power of the Ku Klux Klan in political parties. So, referring to the bill, what I want you all to understand is that this star in 1924, which was put on to the flag 60 years after the Civil War ended, is important and it matters. But one could argue that the star was not added to the flag to honor the Confederate States of America. The star, in context of the time of 1924 in that period, was added to add presence and prominence of white supremacy in the state of Arkansas. It's an ugly history, but we have to be honest about our history. But we can fix that. We can fix that area of judgment. So, why did I choose this method? It doesn't cost anything. We're literally changing words in statute that is simple. With a yes vote, you are correcting a mistake that was made a century ago. We are honoring our heritage and our history by correcting our heritage and history. It's easy. It allows the state to move in a direction that is inclusive and honest. And I'll take questions.